All right, different location. We're in the office still. We're gonna go hear it up to talk about, because that art, that inspired me. Oh, so I'm gonna spend my next video talking about some art I made when I was at the academy, because I saved stuff. And this room is kind of, my office is like basically my art gallery. Y'all, like, that I got in Spain with my ex. Beautiful woman that I met when I was stationed in Turkey, that taught me so much about myself and helped me start to figure out how to stand on my own too. Because at the time before that, I was super, what was I? Jaded, because my ex before that, who coincidentally, right? She was young. But I thought she wanted to marry me. God, I took her like a little puppy dog in love. Well, she acted like she wanted to marry me. I think she was 21, and she'd already gotten divorced. Okay, but she was so amazing, so extraordinary. But again, I needed her to help me, because when I went to Turkey, she just completely broke it off of me and called me like old and I need to get my own life. And I was like, wow, that was a very strong thing to say. And coincidentally, I was stationed and isolated in Turkey by myself. Such a good story. Anyways, okay. Oh, maybe I should make this about honoring exes instead of talking about me. Hold on, Yeti, stop doing that. Hold on, real quick. I'll just run through these, okay? This is like the birth. How fun is that? Korean American flag. And then all the places I lived, 'cause my dad was in the enlisted army. This is from all our vacations and places we went that it reminded me of. Like, what person doesn't? Disney World, Disneyland. Just easy. It was easy to draw. It was easy to draw, but I love the RV. I would always sit up there because it felt like I was like flying. Dude, I remember drawing this, and it took me so long to make the goalie net. Oh, this is all the moments actually of me overcoming fears or misunderstandings or things that were significant to me, because me getting on the soccer team in high school I sucked. Like I got into club soccer when there was like 3 or 4 games left in the season as a 9th grader. Like, people don't go to college that start club soccer in 9th grade when the season's basically 10th grade. But I did, and I was just like, and I was so upset when I got cut. Anyways, I talked about it because my one goal is like, I want to play soccer in college. I am going to do it because everyone keeps telling me I'm not good enough. Like, I barely played in high school. I was on JV for sophomore, junior, and then senior year, they finally felt like, they're like, well, she can't be on JV as a senior, so let's just put her on the team. And I remember some of my best friends, told me, like, something about, like, I wasn't good enough to be there, and they, like, kind of, like, didn't want to dribble with me or warm up with me. Or, like, she's like, yeah, you're just only here by, like, it was, like, senior net or something. Like, yeah, you're just only here by, like, sympathy or something like that. It was something, like, real dirty, and I cried. I remember just, like, during warm-up, I just, like, tried to hold it together, and I had to walk off because I, like, burst into tears. It was so good. Anyways, so I was like, because I wanted to, I made everyone aware. I was like, yeah, I want to play soccer in college. And they're like, you do? You like barely play. And I was like, I'm on the team. Okay. So I got on, yeah. Anyways, it was a huge accomplishment for me to be able to get recruited. I got recruited. The only reason I got into the Air Force Academy was because of soccer. Tell you what, when I put my mind to something, I'm extraordinary. But then when I'm like, I'm good, it's time for something else, I like, whoosh, I switched gears real quick. So the bench was good for me in college. I have no problems with the bench. I had all the gear. I had all the swag. I still got to look fit. I got to have my sexy body. Which, by the way, actually, I won't do that. I'm getting a little fluffy. So winter is coming. And everyone's aware what's after winter? Spring. But then what's after spring is summer. Okay? So I have to start preparing for that. So, because winter is coming, that means summer's going to eventually arrive, and by that point, I have time to get sexy, get my sexy body, you know, my beach body. See how that works? See how fun this is? I don't know what I'm going to call this one. All my exes live in Texas. Graduation from high school was apparently really big for me. It was. Ooh, I've got some sob stories about that. That was me deciding I wanted to go into medicine or dentistry of some aspect, and I definitely look at that creepy little thing. Oh, when I got into the prep school, my year at the prep school, right? I wanted to go to the academy, didn't get in, but prep school, ooh, where's my, which I folded, I made all my diplomas into different pieces of art. I spent a lot of time, I remember drawing the Academy Chapel, because that was a very, again, significant milestone for me. Being BMT cadre was like my first leadership experience, my first exposure to me purposely trying to help others, teach others. Oh, this is my first, I'm gonna cry. This is my first exposure to teaching. Oh, I just realized that. Ooh, that was fun. That was fun. I'm still friends with some of the preppies. One of them, extraordinary young man. He went to Wharton for business school. And he's beautiful, just like a beautiful, symmetrical human being. Oh, my other friend. Oh, I have so many friends that I was their cadre, and we stayed friends. This was significant for me when I went to Israel, because again, I said it was my favorite place on this planet. So much history there. I spent so long drawing that. Ugh. Oh, when my cat, I want to get a cat, and this was in honor, because this was me saying I want to get a new cat, but this is in honor of Mittens, my old cat, that my dad gave away when I was at college. And I remember him calling me being like, hey, I got rid of your cat. Your cat's a bitch, like, to be quite frank. And I was just like, oh. He's like, I gave her back to the shelter. It wasn't working out. And I was just like, you literally just like ding-dong ditched my cat? Just like I did to Hippo? And I remember handling it kind of well, being like, well, that was a dick move. However, I'm shockingly not as sad as I thought I would be. Huh, that's weird. Why am I not sad? So that was in honor of my first cat. And then that's Ophelia, my other cat. And then this was when I officially decided, I was like, oh, dentistry, I found it. This is what I want. My sugar mama, dentistry, the tooth fairy. Ugh. Anyways, that was me in a nutshell. I forgot what class or whatever this was at the Air Force Academy. I remember I spent so much time drawing this. I can't believe I saved this. Dead. Right? This is what I mean. Like, I wish I wouldn't have got rid of photos and things that I've had from old relationships. Oh my gosh, actually, the other day, like, sometimes I'll randomly slip photos and notes into old, like, books and stuff. And I found an old note that Jill had written me. Oh, it was so extraordinary. And I was like, damn, this could not be more accurate. Oh my gosh, I should go get it. No, I don't want to waste time. Oh, but it's so good. We're on the Exes. Let me see if I can get it real quick. Yes, I found it. Ha, I found it. I had it in my Bible, Deuteronomy. Maybe we'll do a quick remix of something. We'll go through the layers. This is what she says. Babe, I think it's time for you to retire your other necklace. Hopefully this one stands up to your wear test and lasts a little longer. Because she was aware about how, man, I live life, again, to 100 or 200%. She was aware of that, right? This necklace has two different meanings for me. You found love in Texas in many ways. And what she's saying to me is like, hey, you're going to you found yourself here. Because I did. This is the place where I finally learn to fully love myself and reach the capacity of cognition that I've achieved. Oh, so good. And it says, regardless of where work takes you, because work has, look, I just got back from Minnesota today, okay? Regardless of where work takes you, know that someone in Texas loves you very much. And then it says at the bottom, like the little catchphrase at the thing, I don't block. But it, like the little phrase at the bottom there, it says, eat well, laugh often, live long. And then she says, just because gifts, because there are no rules. Tell me that's just not extraordinary. Oops. Oh, and I coincidentally found that. Okay, I've got like 90 seconds. Okay, here's a good verse. Deuteronomy 28, verse 2. And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. Okay, what that is saying is basically the human cognition, the voice of the Lord is often called the Holy Spirit, which often originates, which is synonymous in science with the subconscious. Okay, that's like kind of like the source, the place that stores everything and is often associated with consciousness. What is consciousness not associated with, if not existence, if not the concept of Lord God, okay? So it's saying that if you listen, blessings shall come, overtake thee as an understanding. When you understand stuff, y'all, reality plays back with you. And so when you understand stuff to a greater depth and you achieve that level of full capacity of cognition where you're in touch, you're aligned with the subconscious, which with the concept of Lord or God, then you're going to have a lot of cool stuff happen to you. But it requires you to learn. It requires you to gain understanding. And you can't do that unless you engage and play. Play is the easiest way to learn. That's why there's other coincidental verses in here that talk about childlike